How you doing? We are about to destroy another Mothercrystal. We're on the way, at least. Look at that thing. Look at that fat crystal. That loaded a lot faster than it usually does. Maybe because I'm like in a self-contained kind of level-ish area. So how you doing tonight? You doing good? We're doing relatively good. I felt kind of crappy all day, but I think it was just lack of food.
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
Part of me wants to switch back to Scarlet Cyclone so I can go Collateral Cyclone, but it kind of serves the same function as Wicked Thunder. So maybe I'll go back to Cyclone and switch out Wicked Thunder. I guess the Pile Drive also does it. Like, I just have like a lot of AoE abilities. I don't necessarily need that many. What was the other one? Oh yeah, it's Gouge. Gouge is kind of... I don't know. If it built like the combo meter during Stagger, then I would, but it doesn't really. I guess it does a lot of Stagger, and that's like the purpose of it. So I could go back to Gouge. I'll drive. Okay, the lightning rod. That one's a single target. It's also expensive as hell. What was this one? Magic Nullifying Tornado. It's down nearby enemies. Wonder how long it lasts. I should actually unlock some of these stronger abilities. I think that's what I'm gonna do next. Scarlet Cyclone. Gouge. Alright, let's do this. Very like dark and dim in here. I think what's happening is like I'm playing at P14 and that's just like blindingly bright colors all the time, and then I go to this and it just like looks crazy in comparison. Like it looks crazy like washed out and dull in comparison color-wise. Okay, this guy is relentless with little fireballs. Oh, that does a lot of stagger, yeah. I did not mean to use the stone skin, but we're here now.
Too slow. Nice try.
I'm undecided if I'm gonna keep this precision dodge accessory. Like, it's cool that I get, like, my sword lights up and I do extra damage, but I don't know if I want that extra, like, blowdown cutscene it gives for every single precision dodge that I do. Oh, is this the correct way? Well, this might have been like a side bit. Okay. That was not as big as I thought it was. Okay. I thought I saw like a split in the path down here, and this looked like a side bit. It was like dark into the side. Like I thought this gate, maybe this gate's just closed. No, I can go through the gate.
Is there no other way across?
I mean, there was that other path. I guess it becomes the main way because of this? Or no, she's gonna do a thing. Well, now I have to go back the other way. Because this is obviously the main way if we're having a cutscene for it.
Before it melts.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna miss a thing!
This is gonna be close.
I saw the arrows that go sneaking through a crevasse and I was like, oh. It keeps going.
Let's not do that again.
No. Let's not.
Alright, well, we're committed.
They don't look too tough.
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
Collateral cyclone. Ow.
Stay down.
Hey. And it full heals me? That's pretty sweet. I don't know which way to go.
Well, we aren't going this way.
Ah.
Let's look for another path.
I was gonna say, it's not linear, help!
Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
What the hell is that?
Maybe this will drop like
I have
gelatinous
absolutely
shit.
no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
Hell yeah. Ow. I kind of wanted to delay so that like I'd have cooldowns. Knock him down. Don't like the look of that. Man. Dang. It's like, it has like a sliver of health and it's suddenly kicking my ass. No equipment, do say. That's actually like a decent upgrade.
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us then? They're peaceful creatures.
Then this one must be the exception.
Ow.
Too slow.
Oh, I fucked it up.
I needed that.
This thing hits hard too.
Let's try.
Dang, I thought that would trigger for my counter. Ooh, 28,000? Hell yeah.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Let's try.
Why am I not getting precision shot? It has multiple points? That's pretty dope. Can't do like a precision shot with that.
Let's try.
How did it get hit there? look at that stagger just drop. Precision dodge 10, hell yeah.
Nice try. Nice try.
Oh, and then I got the counter. Oh, and I got another dodge. I'm kicking this thing's ass. I did 25k and I wasn't even limit breaking.
Nice try. Nice try.
Oh, that one hit me. Brute forcing it at the end. Alright. Trying to observe my own hair. I won't have to deal with it for very long. For some reason, I agreed to a 9 a.m. haircut tomorrow. And I usually don't get up till like 11.
Are you hurt?
Just hot. Thank you.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Here, here.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
I guess Jill being like susceptible to heat makes a lot of sense. It would bother the Dawn of Ice more than anyone else. Or it could do the opposite, where she's got like a cold aura she can summon and be perfectly fine. It would go either way, I suppose. Typically, ice is weak to fire. Typically. Must be hot as balls in there. Like, they're already in a volcano and there's just like open flames everywhere. There can't possibly be ventilation, so it would just be like hot. Hot and gross. And they're wearing like fur robes and shit.
Lady Marley, it's me, Python Mother. Jill, it can't be. It is, my lady. We cannot talk here. Come with me. I'm so glad you're safe.
And I you.
Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady. But I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, fiend! Clive, we have to get to the Sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
This way.
We got info. What we do for Marley? Okay, let's see. Born in the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. Oh. Marley was kidnapped by the Ironblood during their invasion 18 years before and taken back to the island of Drustinus, where she was forced to serve as a handmaiden for the priests of the Crystalline Orthodox. There she met the young Jill Warwick and took her under her wing, caring for the terrified child as if she were the mother Jill never knew. The inner sanctum sacred chambers in which the hearts of the Mothercrystals are enshrined, believed to have been created for the time of the Fallen, they retain a portentous air even now, long after mankind has forgotten their significance.
Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness.
You're dawdling, Jill. I know this is important to you, but...
Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
She's probably gonna die right now, isn't she? I'm gonna burst in and just kill her.
I'll live if you promise to do the same.
Maybe she'll do the old trick of like, she just
Come
like
on,
finds
Clive.
something and like hurts herself with it, and then
We're
they
nearly
find
at
her
the
just on the
Comric.
ground.
All right.
And she can be like, oh, those people, they went that way. Oh, they hurt me. Oh. Maybe say it a little more convincingly. I'm not an actor, so don't look at me.
Here's our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
Collateral cyclone. Ooh, I have 4 people with that. Maybe 5. What else we got? Hello. Well, I can't hit the guy on the ground? That was weird. He was in the circle. I had to like turn and look at him some more. I don't think that door was like openable. No, okay. I had to check. Game's been giving me a lot of potions.
How many of them are there?
Too many.
Oh, I pressed them too late. I had a name and everything. I feel like I got this on lock now. I realize that like the wind abilities are really high on the stagger value, so you actually want to use them to get the stagger instead of like saving everything for the stagger and spamming it all for more damage. I'm figuring this out. I'm ready for hard mode. Which I did hear that, like, this game was, like, a little bit more on the easy side, and that, like, you unlock hard mode when you beat the game. It was a lot like how FF7 Remake worked. And I assume Rebirth as well. Which I have not played. Not on PC. Yet. I want to say they already announced it, though. Maybe FF7 Remake like sold pretty well on PC. Although I still haven't really done like the hard mode of Remake either. I've done like the first couple chapters, but I decided I was gonna do that off stream, but I've been playing other things off stream.
There's something I need you to know.
Mostly FF14.
I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons, and you must face yours.
The game is prepping me for a big boss battle. Oh, okay. Non-stop potions and high potions.
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
I just let it so.
Dang, I pressed it too late. Oh, I think I hit slightly too late. Damn. Why did it take the lock on off? Got him. Easy peasy. Will o' the Wakes. I assume that's just more damage. Oh, increases duration. It's already got a decently long duration, honestly. I don't want to comment, but I want Jill to have her moment.
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
It's still wild to me how much they'll just, like,
For years, I followed your orders.
stand up to people that
Fought your
are
wars.
way stronger.
All to protect the children you took. Just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Fiend.
Their souls were sullied with the stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster. And my soul is stained black. Though not by ether. But by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master?
Everyone else is suitably
Come
afraid.
then, dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
Kill them.
Like, you see what I mean? Like, the Dominants are so much more powerful than any regular person. And it just blows my mind that they have no fear of, like, retaliation. And I assume Ultima is taking control of Joshua's body. Maybe not. Maybe not yet. It's kind of in our favor. I thought he was, like, trying to, like, bring the mountain down. Oh, never mind. That's totally Ultima. Doing shit. Okay.
Why can't I do it? Please, just once.
Well, we're halfway there. Oh, my controller went to sleep. I can't move.
Quick.
Man, if I could have a second to actually, like, let the lock-on work.
Nice try.
To me, Blade!
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
Dang. I was busy using an ability. Ooh, it's vulnerable to lightning.
Too slow. Nice try. That's already.
Oh, I was about to hit the halfway mark on its stagger.
Damn it.
Go.
All right. I won't take long.
I keep losing like lock on because of all this shit he's doing.
Nice try. Nice try.
Give me that stagger.
Nice try. There's a good boy.
Oh. go. Oh, that's bad.
Nice try.
All right. I didn't think I had more time. I did not have more time. Can't fucking see.
Too slow.
Oh, they didn't quite do it though. There we go. Should kill him now. Draw the strike thought just in case. There we go. I had high potions, so like I could have gone for a while longer. I was avoiding like pausing to like equip high potions. Losing the lock-on was kind of annoying. Like every time I transformed, the lock-on would turn off.
Jill!
I'm going to finish this, Clive.
Where did Imran go? He's got to be nearby, right?
Here. Use this.
Did it scream like that when we killed the other one?
Are you watching, Sid? We're one step closer to freedom.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? But... Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father.
Like that she's smiling.
I have killed the monster and become an outlaw. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
But also, the
It
shit's
is.
gonna collapse and we gotta leave.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high. Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate.
Ooh, but it's not destroyed.
Damn it.
I
We
think
need
I
to
saw
leave.
Shiva on there.
Agreed.
I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
Meanwhile, at a different crystal. Wait, what the fuck?
This way, Your Grace.
Okay, so the one in the hood is just straight Ultima.
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness. Truly.
Is that the
I
same
assure
girl
you,
from that
I will survive.
from Costneys?
Please. Save your medicines for those who need them most.
Let me see. Let me see.
Oh,
It is. It's the same girl. They're on the Crystal Road, a protected trade route designed to allow easy access to the crystalline dominion for travelers and merchants. An agreement between the nations safeguards the land around it, known as the Crystal Belt, from military encroachment, and as such, it features neither fortresses nor checkpoints. However, in recent years, it has been overrun with refugees fleeing the Blight, an issue that is yet to be satisfactorily resolved.
well, if you're sure.
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
You did.
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence?
He's got like a void in
I
his
cannot
chest.
keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion, their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the Blight,
and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbrec?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbrec included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the Mothercrystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed.
How many seeds would you have to eat to get fat off of
The bars
those?
are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yote.
Yote? I used to be so good at being able to like pronounce names without ever hearing them, just by reading them. Now I fuck them up constantly. Weren't they originally going towards that city? Or am I crazy? Meanwhile, in Randala, this is where Hugo is, right?
The army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night.
Lol.
Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
Lore? Lore Randala, capital of the Dalmekian Republic. It is a thriving hub of commerce where merchants and traders gather from across Valistea. Its streets bustle with life, even late into the night when the twinkle of countless lanterns illuminates the landscape. The nation's affairs are managed by the Ministry of Law in the heart of the city, wherein sits the Parliament of Ministers. Crystalline Impasse, a conflict fought between the Holy Empire of Sanbrec and the Republic of Dalmekia in the year 878. Largely concerning control of the Crystalline Dominion. The Dominion had previously been the subject of a non-aggression pact between the Valistean nations, but in 873, the Empire claimed Twinside for its new capital, an act which eventually spurred the Dalmecs into military action. Dalmekian Republic, a nation formed from a federation of 5 smaller states. I have read this before. What is new in here? Also home to the Mothercrystal known as Drake's Fang, aside which stands Castle Dazbog, home of Hugo Kupka. Dominant of Titan, Kupka, obsessed with finding Sid and exacting his revenge for the murder of Benedicta Hardman, co-opted the soldiers of the realm and had them commit a series of atrocities in an attempt to flush him out of hiding.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sambrek need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Oh. Looks like Annabella.
Is that the Emperor's?
What is the meaning of this, Lord?
Alright, there's nothing new related to Annabella.
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer. Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
And all for the love of a common whore.
Wow.
Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts.
God, they're gonna do the whole overly attached child
There are greater
thing.
things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sambrec. And when your father goes to meet Great Grieger, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
The fuck was that about?
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
Is that Jill in the infirmary? Anything? Oh, there's new stuff everywhere. Ooh. Cut from the cloth, you say? Ooh. The root of the problem.
Clive?
Ask about Drake's breath.
Must have been hot.
Fighting in the belly of that crag. Might be work for you as a smith when you hang up the old sword. But I'm betting that won't be for a while.
I know how hard it can be.
Trying to fill another man's boots. But I reckon you've grown into Sid's nicely. He'd be proud.
What do you want?
I think I want this platinum sword.
No scratches, right?
Equip that. Platinum belt. 14 health makes like 0 difference. Oh, I can only make... Oh no, I can make all 3. I only had 2 liquid flames. I was like, oh, I probably can't make this last bit. But I can. But it's way worse than what I have. Even the +2 is way worse than what I have.
Yeah, that should do you. My best work, but it'll do.
Wait.
And?
I have not saved today. Wonder what I'm gonna unlock with this quest.
Sid, I know that when we came to the hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did?
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a morganbeard that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
I can't say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
A shame. You see, the hideaway relies heavily upon medicines procured from afar. And when those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However, as you are well aware, Imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but...
I'll do it.
If you happen to be in the duchy on other business...
Tell me of these Morganbeards, then.
But of course, if my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowwise.
Sorrowwise, got
If I am
it.
to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures. Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
He's sitting there with that smug look. Oh, by the way, you're gonna have to kill shit and defend yourself. I've never been over here, I don't think. Never mind, I have. For some reason, I thought the door was like over there to back into Blackthorn's forge. Assuming I got a new thing. Yeah, I got a new thing there. I did miss a bit. I'm starting to think that the game is going to tell me when it gets a new costume, if ever.
And what can I do for you?
Drake's breath. We want a pack on the bat, do you? Well, I suppose you deserve one, just don't let it go to your head.
From what I hear...
You would have been lost without Jill, to say nothing of yours truly. If it wasn't for me keeping you fed and kitted out, you'd never have... You'd neither of you have stood a chance. But fair is fair. You took the chance I gave you and brought the whole Blood Mountain down. But the Ironblood couldn't believe their eyes.
The poor buggers.
We'll just have to find someone else to worship. Of course, there's plenty of other folk in these fair isles who still reckon those rocks are worth more than their weight in diamonds. So you keep doing what you're doing and show them how wrong they are. It's coin they want to put their faith in. As long as you keep coughing it up, my faith will stay with you.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Okay, well, I don't need the platinum stuff. Charge magic one. I'll buy the XP one so I can like
me blind, you know.
do it whenever I want. I guess I'll just have like the extra.
It's better I'll be here.
The extra things. There's like Orchestrions. Buy two potions.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Let's buy one of each.
It's better I'll be here.
You know, I'm probably never gonna find these out in the wild, like I did at the very beginning
Finished,
of the game.
are you?
That was probably just, they did that just for like tutorial sake.
Down bearers, stringing them up. You look like you could do with a drink.
Could.
Might be a mo.
Won't be a mo. Okay.
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Is there a reason I can buy drinks for myself and everyone? Gotta be a reason for it.
Farewell, Drake's breath.
Farewell.
How good it is to see you, Clive.
Drake's breath.
And so, it is done.
A feat 5 long years in the making. The Mothercrystal's final cry, a legacy has passed from one outlaw to the next.
Yet the tale is far from over.
And though we cannot know if it will end in triumph or tragedy, I only pray that I am there to bear witness.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Hideaway
This,
Highbrow.
I believe you will find most interesting.
The Holy Order of Shields of the Blackened Pinion, the official name of the Order of Knights established in the Imperial Province of Rosaria, who persecute and purge bearers and those who shield them. Commonly known as the Black Shields after the color of their armor, a hue seemingly chosen to differentiate this new elite order from the silver-clad Dragoons. Unlike the heroic Dragoons, however, they are feared and loathed throughout the Imperial Province. Kragloisk, the capital city of Hayron, or the Iron Kingdom, located on the boiling sea island of Ironholm, several hundred leagues off the western coast of Rosaria. Its name means charred rock in the Hayrani tongue. Drake's Eye, a Mothercrystal which stood in the frozen wastes of Northern Storm, lands now lost to the Blight. Soon after the Mother first fell, the tribes of the north, in a bid of desperation, marched south into Rosaria. Shiva's dominant at the fore. A terrible battle ensued, in which fire was pitted against ice, but eventually the Phoenix and the Ducal army succeeded in driving back the invaders, for a time.
What subject shall we consider today?
The Iron Kingdom, an island nation situated off the west coast, blah, 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 blah. The loss of the crystal and the patriarch, chief of the priests who served it, plunged the kingdom into chaos, leaving this monarchy wanting for a leader beyond its politically impotent loyalty, or royalty. Drake's Breath, a Mothercrystal that once commanded the waters between Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom. After centuries of bitter conflict, the Ironblood took control of the crystal and the island upon which it stood. That is, until the year 878, when the sacred spire was brought crashing down by none other than Cid the Outlaw. Crystalline Orthodox, a religion dedicated to the worship of the Mothercrystals. Its priesthood enjoyed great power with the Patriarch, leader and chief shepherd of the faithful, the most powerful of all. While best known as the state religion of the insular Iron Kingdom, it was once practiced throughout Valistea. To its believers, the Mothercrystals are literal gods, and the wasteful expenditure of ether through the use of magic is strictly forbidden. As such, those who do use magic, dominance and bearers both, are seen as subhuman abominations. High Priest Imrain. I don't know if I read this first one. Doesn't matter. Patriarch of the Crystalline Orthodox. A zealous believer in the Orthodoxy's teachings that bearers and dominants are unclean creatures born of sin. He conducted the sacrificial slaughter of bearers, claiming that he was merely cleansing them of their corruption. Slain by Jill Warwick on her return to the Iron Kingdom, in answer not only for the crimes he committed, but those he forced her to commit in the name of his crusade. Let's catch up on some bestiary. Bahamut, the Warden of Light, whose power dwells within Dion Lesage, Prince of Sambrek. In the Holy Empire, the Gregorian faithful hold dragons to be sacred creatures, and Bahamut, the most sacred of them all. Because of this, as well as the protection it grants them, the icon is loved and revered by the imperial populace. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, so, yeah, so, like, Leviathan, I assume, is the one we haven't seen yet, which is weird. I feel like we're decently far into the game. Odin, the Warden of Darkness, who rides in the battle atop his spectral steed, and whose black blade is said to be sharp enough to split the very seas in twain. His latest dominant, King Barnabas of Waloed. We have Typhon, seemingly drawn to the destruction of the heart of Drake's head. Ultima emerged from a Terran reality wearing the skin of Typhon, a withered and wizened colossus, and drew Clive into a space between worlds wherein the ethereal entity might test his worth as a vessel. Liquid Flame, the thing we just fought. An ever-shifting mass of living flame that rose from the fiery pods of Drake's breath in what appeared to be response to an unwarranted trespass into the Mothercrystal's inner sanctum. Possessed with both the swiftness and temper of an untamed wildfire, the creature rained fury down upon the intruders, wielding the molten lifeblood of sacred Mount Adrustinus like it were but fistfuls of mud. Alright. I'll read a couple more. Minotaurs. Towering beastmen that combine the heads of oxen with bodies eerily human. Minotaurs are abnormally aggressive, a trait that suggests that little man remain within the beast and roam the grassy meadows of Rosaria, doling out violence seemingly indiscriminately with their crude yet massive clubs. Despite the obvious danger, however, hunters still actively seek out these menaces for their lustrous manes, which often command exorbitant prices at market. And vampire thorns. While most flora is thought of as stationary, roots binding them to the soil upon which their matron seed first fell, there are some species which have an uncanny capacity for locomotion. Species such as Northern Storm's vampire thorn, instead of drawing nutriment? Nutriment? I'm not reading that wrong, am I? From the earth, these pitcher-like plants hide themselves in the undergrowth where they wait for prey to happily stumble by, at which time they rush out, emitting a foul cloud of mind-numbing pollen and vicious sap to disorient the victim while they strike and strangulate it with a pair of frighteningly long vines. How many mysteries are in here? That's enough. I can't believe how much there is to read in this.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Not quite.
Farewell, Drake's breath! Oh, Sid, the outlaw!
All right, Sid.
Sometimes it worries me like how quickly my voice hurts just from reading out these kinds of things.
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the Hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Of course not.
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
And you'd have this someone be me?
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both.
Fair.
They said they'd give us new clothes.
I do kind of want to look at the map.
Ah, my favorite pupil. How may I help
Why
you
does
today?
she say that with such disdain? The mysterious being. Conspires with... Oh, yeah. Annabella Lesage. Olivier Lesage. Second son of Emperor Sylvester of the Holy Empire in Sembrec. And third of Empress Annabella, making him half-brother to both Prince Dion and Clive. His mother has involved him in the affairs of the imperial court since he was a small child. True, true, true. What is this symbol? Is that the dominant? I think that's Bahamut. That one's Odin. I mean, there's one more though. Shouldn't there be one more dominant? They said there was supposed to be 8, 7 or 8, and one is missing.
Here you are.
Yeah, I was just making sure that, you know, the Holy Empire of Sembrec has, like, the most land. By far. I guess it's kind of been like that the whole game. Except for, like, this area. Oh, back when, you know, it wasn't all, I guess Drake's Eye was still there. Anyway, that's 3 down. Wait, is there only 2 left? I thought there was 3. I thought there was one down here. Oh, yeah, never mind. There is. I just assumed it would be like a different color for some reason.
Very good.
Our man in Dalamir mentioned that Kupka's guard haven't been seen there.
Oh, come on.
The calm before.
Ask about hunts. What do you have to say? Did you know that with every forward step you take, Kupo, every crystal cracked, every fiend made, every enemy felled, the curse breakers are expanding their operations too? Which means more bearers being freed and more slavers being punished. But it also means more billets for the board, Kupo. What do we got? Sekret. While Minotaurs have long dwelled in the mountainous regions of Rosaria, it is only recently that they have come down from the highlands to hunt in the swamps surrounding Martha's Rest. Okay. Among their number is one whose sheer size suggests it to be a chieftain, who appears to be spearheading the push south. He must be stopped lest the beastmen develop designs on the rest proper. I imagine it's just north of Martha's Rest then. Severian, a particularly belligerent breed of echo, has recently awakened amid the fallen ruins near They're both near Martha's Rest? It is known to activate on the approach of any human, armed or unarmed, and sets about them with a burning jet that has already reduced much of the surrounding marshland to ash. This is one echo that the curse breakers would feign to see forever silenced. Fallen ruins. I'm not exactly sure where that is. We'll figure it out, though.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Yes, I do.
Quick look.
Nothing?
Always something in there.
There's been, like, nothing almost the entire
Help you
game.
today, Clive. Come to claim your just desserts?
Okay, I need
Come again.
205.
I may have more for you.
And I forgot to look and see how much I actually have. Let's go do this one first. And then I'll go do the 2 hunts around Martha's Rest and then finish that quest. Oh, maybe I'll do the quest first. Because it seems like it's going to upgrade my potions. Which I'm totally down for. Sometimes I wonder if I should like wander around a little bit more. Because I found that like chrono thing here. I've actually never been over here. Like there's bound to be stuff.
I won't have you.
Look at this place. We spend half.
Maybe once I like have an idea of what the fucking chrono things are and how to do things with them.
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone?
All of that sounds
Just a
terrible.
minute. 2 bolts, already paid for in full.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Bucklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is.
Yeah.
So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Oh, you always say it's bandits. It's because
Carrying
it's
all
always
manner of
bandits.
spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, well then, be safe.
Thank you. You've been so helpful. All right, before I do this, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be right back.